All right, let's talk about an animal that is just so weird. I mean, so utterly bizarre that when scientists first saw it, they were absolutely convinced it was a prank. It's a mammal that seems to be built from the spare parts of other animals. So today we are going to unbox the platypus.
So, put yourself in the shoes of a scientist back in 1799. You get this package from Australia, you open it up, and you see what looks like a duck's bill sewn onto an otter's body. Your first thought? Hoax. Total fake. George Shaw was so sure, he literally took scissors to it, trying to find the stitches. But of course he couldn't find any, because there weren't any. So yeah, the big question on everyone's mind was, what on earth is this thing? It just breaks so many rules and refuses to fit into our neat little boxes. So let's break it down and really get into what makes the platypus one of the most incredible creatures on the planet.
To those first scientists, you can see why they thought it was a joke, right? The initial descriptions sound less like biology and more like someone was playing a game of mix and match with random animal parts.
And you can't blame them. I mean, just look at it. You've got the bill and webbed feet straight from a duck, then you've got the slick, furry body of an otter, and just for good measure, let's slap on the giant, flat tail of a beaver. It's like nature's first Frankenstein's monster, but, you know, way cuter. The joke was on them, though. The platypus is 100% real.
Okay, so the outside is weird enough, but once scientists started looking inside, that's when things went from strange to truly bizarre. The platypus didn't just look weird, it seemed to be breaking every rule in the mammal handbook.
Let's just do a quick comparison. Most mammals, they give live birth. The platypus? Nope, it lays leathery eggs, kinda like a reptile. Mammals feed their young with nipples, right? Well, the platypus literally sweats milk through its skin, and the babies just lap it up. And maybe wildest of all, it doesn't even have a stomach. Food goes straight from its throat to its intestines. No stomach.
And just when you think it can't possibly get any stranger, it does. Oh yeah, because this little guy is also one of the world's only venomous mammals. And we're not talking about a little sting here.
So the males have this sharp, hollow spur on their back legs. During mating season, they use it to fight off rivals, and it delivers this incredibly potent venom. If you get stung, it won't kill you, but it's said to cause such agonizing pain that morphine doesn't even touch it. The pain can last for months, and yeah, it's powerful enough to kill a dog.
All right, let's get to that famous bill. Everyone thinks duckbill, right? Wrong. It's nothing like it. It's not hard, it's not bony, it's actually soft, rubbery, and is one of the most advanced pieces of sensory equipment in the entire animal kingdom.
Get this, when a platypus dives underwater to hunt, it closes its eyes, it seals its ears shut, and it plugs its nostrils. It goes completely dark. So how on earth does it find its food?
Well, it starts with an incredible number, 40,000. That's how many electroreceptors are packed into that bill. These are tiny sensors that can pick up the faint electric fields that all living things give off, like the flick of a shrimp's tail, or even its heartbeat.
But wait, there's more. On top of those, it has another 60,000 sensors called mechonaroceptors, which detect tiny vibrations and changes in water pressure. So, you put those two systems together, and the platypus is basically building a real-time 3D map of the riverbed in its brain, all in total darkness.
This superpower has name, electroreception. And yeah, it's the same kind of biological tech that sharks use. It's like having a built-in metal detector, but instead of finding treasure, it finds dinner hiding in the mud.
So what's the deal with this creature? Why is it such a hodgepodge of features? Well, it's because the platypus isn't just a random assortment of parts. It's basically a time traveler. It's a living fossil that gives us this amazing window into the history of all mammals, including us.
See, the platypus belongs to the super exclusive club called monotremes, which are egg-laying mammals. And today, there are only 5 species left in this group. That's it, on the entire planet. Just the one platypus and 4 species of echidna. They are the last of their kind.
And just look at how far back they go. Their family line split off from all other mammals a staggering 166 million years ago. Dinosaurs were still the main event. These guys have been doing their own thing, on their own evolutionary path for an incredible amount of time.
So when we finally sequenced the platypus genome, what we found was exactly as chaotic as you'd expect. It's a mind-blowing mosaic of genes we normally associate with reptiles, birds, and mammals, all mixed together. It's the living proof of its place as this bridge between different stages of evolution. And you can totally see these ancient traits in its body. It has a single opening in the back called the cloaca, just like a lizard.
It walks with this sprawling, reptile-like waddle. Its skeleton even has extra bones in its shoulder that every other mammal on Earth lost over 100 million years ago. It's holding on to history.
Okay, so this animal is an incredible survivor. It's an evolutionary masterpiece. But now, after all that time, it's facing its biggest threat yet. And the story is shifting from one of scientific wonder to one of some really serious concern.
You can only find the platypus in one place on the entire planet, the freshwater rivers and streams of eastern Australia and Tasmania. That's its only home, and that home is becoming more and more fragile.
And the dangers it's facing? Sadly, it's a list we've all heard before. We're talking about habitat loss from land clearing, which destroys the riverbanks they need for their burrows. We're talking about pollution in their rivers. And of course, a changing climate that's bringing more severe droughts and devastating bushfires.
So what does all this mean? It means the platypus is now officially listed as near threatened, and its population is going down. In some rivers where they used to be common, they're just gone. We are watching 100-million-year-old survivors start to disappear.
And this quote really says it all. We're not just talking about protecting some weird, cute animal here. We're talking about protecting a living, breathing chapter of Earth's history. Losing the platypus would be like tearing a whole section out of the book of evolution.
Which brings us to a really tough question, doesn't it? This creature literally outlasted the dinosaurs. It has survived and adapted for eons. Its final challenge is us, and what we decide to do next will determine whether its incredible, one-of-a-kind story continues, or if this is where it comes to an end.